All right, fine. You already know what time it is. Ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you to another wonderful episode of the emergency meeting. Is it a wonderful episode?
It's always.
It's always a wonderful
Yeah,
episode.
it's always.
It's because you like smiling. Me, I don't like showing my teeth, but you. Hey,
I've noticed kuti ndimaseka kwambiri.
there's a lot of laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But it's all good. That's what we're here for. Someone can't serious sometimes also.
Yeah. I think
Mavuto
ndi ambiri.
osamachira kwa.
Yeah.
Mavuto ndi ambiri.
Yeah.
I think we need time whereby we can just be us.
And just laugh.
Because there's just a lot that is going on.
Because if we don't laugh, we will cry.
Exactly.
So-
If you're that serious, in this economy, in this Malawi we are living in, I'm telling you,
It's-
udzingolira daily.
Yeah.
So now I can just forget about everything and laugh and smile. Give a beautiful smile, just as like mine.
Amen to that. Let's go. All right. So you already know here on the emergency meeting, we talk about like dire issues, serious issues that are happening in our country and of course out there, what's trending, not in the entertainment aspect,
Yes.
but in the current affairs aspect.
And I would love to say that much as we love entertainment, much as we love things that are out there, down there, things about musicians, things about actors and all that, social footballers and all that, bad. This is also another part of our live segment that is so important
Yeah.
that this generation have to understand
Oh, yes.
and talk about it. Because see, the man didn't first go maw. Ena mawa, ena. Because like we have like a lot of people that are in the system that are older.
Yeah.
I mean, when they are talking about the next generation that is going to take up those positions, they are there in 30s and they're already in the system. They are learning, you know. And ali mu parliament kuja, they are 30s. Those are the people that are going to take up the responsibility of this nation, like come in the next 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think it's good that we should start conversating around those angles.
Yeah.
We should be preparing ourselves. We are up there, but we don't know history. We are up there, but we've not been able to talk about these issues.
Yeah.
Nthawi imene singaza khale nthawi yoti tangoyamba kuyankhula zimene zozoya tikamadza nankhula mpaliament 2030 I'm going
Is that you
into
hinting?
parliament.
Are you
Yes.
hinting?
2030 tikamadza nankhula mpaliament anthu muizozo koma ichichi namba kutokota kale
Now, mpake chabwera kupala kweti.
and that's kuti uzozoti kunja kuno anthu ndokwiya and people anthu amasata zinthu now yesterday nakumana ndi MP wina wake panzero wa mafuta okay and then people were like adai akanabwera because wina wakamati MP ro awo ndi amene apangisaso mafuta ndi aboma so makada and this other guy was like hey amene wafunika kuti azikhalaso nawo panzero I was like hey
They gotta see the struggle.
I was just like hey my guy
Sorry.
Yeah,
That's why pia mimi ndo kwaziwa so.
bwanji
Iwe bwa.
Uh,
Hey, all right.
Kufusana ndikakuruka.
Oh, but then I think what's going on? There's like a little fly which is just it's misbehaving. It's actually two, hey?
have you watched who did it? Mr. Bean? Bees in I think the recent Man versus
Oh,
B.
Man versus B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you want to cause that scene.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry.
You set the whole studio ablaze.
I'm sorry.
Funa kupanchenche.
I want to change it. It's so annoying. You know that.
Yeah, very.
But just to kickstart the conversation.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of arrests.
Yeah.
I don't want to just conclude and say they're political arrests.
Yeah.
Because that's why we're here to discuss.
Yeah, discuss.
But we've seen a lot of key individuals in the political arena in Malawi getting arrested.
Yeah.
The highlight was Madam Patricia
Kariati,
Kariati.
yeah.
And we saw a lot of activity happening kukoti, ku police station, kuti anthu ambiri amapita as supporters and they're like, and so I think this brings about the conversation kuti are we trying to say kuti winali ese amene ali mundali akamangidwa ndiye kuti those are politically affiliated arrests?
Yeah.
Is that the question that we should be having?
It's a question that we should be having that needs an answer.
Okay.
I mean, that's where maybe we can talk about it. Kuti, okay, ndekweni ndichani. Kodi anthu akamamangidwa. Because I think what I've noticed is kuti I would say angles angapo. Ndilankhula angle yoyamba yonena kuti one, independence ya police, or I should say independence ya ma law enforcement agencies athu ku Malawi kuno. First of all, do we have that independence?
Okay.
Do these arms of government or do these bodies work on their own prerogative? Kuti ifeyo tadzuka lero tufuna tipange ABC kapena mwina pa makhala certain directives from elsewhere. How do you see all that? Mwina starting from there unena kuti magayo amangodzuka kuti akamanga anthu kapena pamakhala padosa ma phone calls awiri atatu gwirani wakuti and then on that one we have to understand our independence. Is there independence in the law enforcement agencies? For example, delegeze ku SB. Do you see what is there independence? Muziyankha the meeting ya serious.
Please, if the meeting has no food and snacks, this is not a meeting.
It's not a meeting.
Oh, then this
do your understanding on independence kuma law enforcement agency umayona bwanje wewe? Because I think that's the first thing that we can talk about, independence.
I think most of the scenarios that we have seen have been instigated. What are instigated? They've been instigated by someone.
Yeah.
I genuinely feel so.
You think so?
I think so, or feel so, if you would like to call it that.
Yeah.
There isn't, I don't know how to say this. Please.
No, you.
I feel like most of these individuals that are arrested, it's oftentimes good we now get a phone call or we now get no. I feel like it's not like the police or the law enforcement agencies on their own are like carrying out some sort of investigation towards certain.
Okay.
That's what I think.
So?
I think
how does maybe the police on its own starts a case, like move to arrest someone? Let's say palibe like interference. How do you think like the police will come in or the SCB will come in to arrest someone?
Somebody has to report.
Someone has to report, right?
Yeah.
Wina aliyense. Kuda ndikuganizira kuti pakuti pachitika sakuti.
Hey, you are
right?
validating my point.
No, I'm not.
But proceed.
Okay, because what I'm trying to say is, kwayamba tilankhuleza za independence. I would want to tell you kuti independence ya ma law enforcement agency ku Malawi kuno. Let me be on camera. Kulibe.
Okay.
When you said kulibe. Ndimaonera clip ina yake kati mwa wiki. A president athu nthawi imene asanalowe Mbumba ankalankhula pa interview pa Times TV kunena kuti ifeyo sitizalola kuti wamkulu wa ACB azisankhidwa ndi president. Chifukwa anthu amanena kuti I'm quoting his words, anthu amanena kuti sungalume chala chimene chimakudyesa. You get it, right? I say the moment muli ndi maudindo onena kuti they are handpicked,
they've been handed to you.
It has pleased someone to put someone pampando. The moment you have that, there is no independence.
Yeah, that's true.
One of said, nchifanya ka even panchito, the wina wake wango kubweresa ni panchito, kudata kutakubweresanito apapa. Ukuziwa iwe kuti the procedure for one to be employed is kuti the vacancy has to come out.
Yeah.
People have to apply.
You need to
independent people have to meet and shortlist. You have to go through an interview and all that.
Yeah.
And the moment you know kuti you have just been handpicked into a position, no kunena kuti you will not be operating just by yourself.
Yeah.
You lose your freedom of being independent, of making decisions on your own.
Yeah.
So what I can tell you is, Kumalawi kwatukun, our law enforcement agencies are not independent. Timachita kutani kusankha munthu amachita kusankha kuti apa pakhale uyu apa pakhale uyu. And izizi sizanthawi inoyi ayi dzinayamba kalekale.
Yeah.
ndi zinthu zimene kunena kuti anthu amatipangira kampeni kuti tavotere potiuza adzatitani adzatichosera zimene zizi and chifukwa cha chimenecho that's why kumangidwa kwa anthu kamatere people link it as a political arrest. Chifukwa mazazo kuti awatu amapanga control ndiakuti ndi chifukwa choti amene amangidwa ali kumbali yosiyana ndi awa it means aja ndi amene anatuma apolisi wakuti kaamangeni awawo.
Koma kwatu makapena nawo samapanga report
pamenepo
nawo samapanga report kuti ndapanga notice kuti apa sizikuenda bwino
pamenepo. And I think that sometimes maybe what will make people wonder is kuti nanga nchifukwa chani anthu ena mwina ali mbali yanu yomweyo they are on the other side of the law koma you're not reporting them. You get it, eh? Kuti nthawi inako mangidwa mangokhala opposition.
That's true.
That's why pamabwera mauti these are just political arrests afuna ngoti khadzika chete. It's because our agencies are not independent.
Yeah, that's true.
So people would think kuti they are being used and we have seen that. Palibepo I don't think I've seen. Mwina boma liroka limene ndaona anthu ena kuti amagwira ntchito mboma like anali nduna chanchana pezo kuti asisidwa nduna mpaka kumangidwa. Mwina ko boma lino that one I can tell you. There were a couple of ministers after 1 year in Tonse Alliance government. Oti anasisidwa nduna zawo ena ankagwira ntchito State House anamangidwa komano sidu zazo milandu inathabwa. Okay? But previously it has only been the oppositions. Amene alikososa kumamangidwa. Amene nzimene kunena zotoke chabwino ngati amapanga report. Nchifukwa chani amakhaute na mwina sakuwaona amene ali kumbali yawoyi. Because mwina yena kuti maona ndifa Malawi. Kuti komatu akuti ajaone kuti akuba.
Koma ino sonesa mkhozo kuwapanga report.
Komano Why uchita so Mbumba? Why uchita so?
I'm just joking.
Because pamene ndikuzapo kuti since there is no independence it means there is someone who always calls.
Yeah, of course.
Okay? But there are some people akozoka kuti simozi komano mwina ndi angapo amene amaona kuti tili mbali yonena kuti we can call some shots.
So do you think that the people that are being arrested or whatever tinanena kale kuti kumangela ma supporters out, people that believe that they are innocent, you know, before they've been proven, you know, do you think how does this conversation even come about? Is it, let's say, name Wandimanga, and then I'm the one that's like, no, this is a political arrest, this is
okay, mfuna mungu ndizunza mwakuti fatika ndine wachipani chakuti politicians have taken advantage over the fact that there are people that control our security, our law enforcement agencies. What have you said? So china chilichonse people will take advantage over it.
Okay.
So the fact that anthu amadziwa kunena kuti police yathu si independent. Even anthu amene ndola kwawo amadziwa kuti olontakazo lindalakwa. I will have people that are behind me. I will make them believe kuti nesindi nalakwe anthu akungonimangira ndale. You get it? And then sometimes you tend to think kuti there were people that were working in the government systems. Amagwira ntchito ku Reserve Bank, amagwira ntchito ku ministry yanji, amagwira ntchito ministry yanji, anamangidwa. But today, munafoti they belong to a certain party, akamapita ku police ukafunsa za milandu imene chakuti mundimangira za ndale. How? We are asking you, we are questioning you, chifukwa unkagwira ku Reserve Bank mboma. We are inviting you for questioning. Chifukwa choti unali ku ministry yakuti you are not handling drama za chipani. The fact that utachoka umene kuja unakapanga affiliated to a certain political party, that does not stop us from asking you questions. You get it? Nde chifukwa chonena kuti instigator last time amalawi ndi anthu opusa. Anthu andale amatigwirisa ntchito. As simple as that.
That's true.
You find out unena kuti olo munthu yomwe nawani kwaji yake simunajepo koma chifukwa chonena kuti ali kuchipani chimene mmasapota. The moment mwangomva kuti amumanga simukudziwa nkome kuti wala kwa chani nkhani zake ndi zotani. Mwadzuka kale kuti ayi akungopangira ndale. Gentlemen, you want to tell me kuti munthu osangala kuise.
Okapena mwina that person is above the law, I don't know.
You see? You cannot question them. So it means kuti everyone who is arrested what is wa MCP nde kuti ndi nkhani ya ndale. munthu ameneyo akangomangidwa. So china chimene ndimanena kuti ndichoti anthu amaganiza kuti nanga chifukwa chani mukungomangawa kwanuko kuli anthu oti akutani otiso akulako chifukwa chani simukumamanga. You get it? So there are angozi angapo ndakamba angozi ya independence komanso ndakamba ango iyo nena kuti anthu amaona amafuna amakhala ndi protection. Okay, so amakhala ndi protection. I'm telling you, there are people, right? I mean they misused our resources nthawi ya DPP. Oti mwina sidi mawadziwa kuti ndi achipani, but they were working in the government system. Lero lino if those people are arrested, chifukwa china kuti mwina panopa akumaoneka no misonkhano ya dzipani, we will call that a political arrest. Imagine.
But they did something wrong.
Anasokoneza ndalama. You get it, right? Now you think of food, okay, what generation are we having? Yonena kuti sangakhale pansi ndikuganiza kuti munthu akhoza lakwadi.
But I guess that's just like the whole dynamics of the ideology of the politics as a game. Like that's just a game that it's like it's a social experiment.
Yeah.
The way I look at it, it's not like those people are not wrong.
Yeah.
They are wrong or whatever until proven guilty.
Yeah.
But it's a social experiment in the sense that I'm a deal. So let's just try, to a manga, and then people will talk, and of course, I'm allowing the four pusa. Then we it's always like it's a game, like they're playing with people's minds.
And they're walking away.
No, because even like if you trace my guess is then I made kunena kuti anthu oti kamina nali ku DPP anamangidwa nkhani zimene zinapita kuti.
Exactly. You see?
So it's always, we're being played.
And then, chintu china nchonena kuti, I also sometimes blame the police because of the fact that they jump in, make an arrest, ndikupita munthuja ndikupanga macho ndipezo tapita pa khoti ndikana kuti mutipase nthawi tipezebe maumboni.
Why are you arresting somebody if you don't have all the evidence?
Imagine.
Why are you wasting people's money
so
like this?
It validates kulankhula kwa anthu aja kwanena kuti these are just political arrests mungofuna mwakhadzike chete. You get it, right? I could have appreciated because like when an arrest happens sindimafulumira kunena kuti akungolimbana naye munthuyo. I always say okay, can we give them time? Can the police rush up kuti atuluse my evidence out? They should not move in, arrest someone, and then make it a public thing. Kuti anthu akudziwa akuda amangidwa, and then kupita pa court kana kuti mutifuna boma lipase mpata lipase 3 weeks oti court lipase 3 weeks oti tisake maumboni. And by any chances chifukwa anthu amene amangidwa aja makauti ndi anthu andalama, they are bailed out. And then you will never hear from that case again.
Why can't we borrow a leaf from, let's say, the American system of doing things? Like, Diddy was not arrested until they were sure.
No, yes.
They were sure.
They were sure there is a case. Exactly. I think I cannot say it's an American thing, but I think it's something that the police have to invest in.
Like
to be serious in.
Let's like borrow leaves from other people. Like, how does that go? Because it's one thing to just say good eat mangatu Henry and then
mamangiranji
amafusa
mamangiranji tikuuzani
what
mutiuza chani
and then after that no ndikirandikaye titolere sokaye evidence kena kono tikuuzani no bwino
you get it, eh? And then in the end you will find kuti anthu aja they will come back and sue the government. Anangoti manga unlawful arrest, anangoti manga. In the end taxpayers, they are paying them back, compensating them. Imagine.
That's crazy.
See, so we are just being used by politicians. The police is just used by the same politicians because they take directives from them. And then at the end of the day, ndiyo amene amvezoti apusa amanga munthu sanamalize ofufuza bas in the end anthu tikulipira ndalama. You see? But if you find out anthu achama kauti analakwadi ena anasokonezadi ndalama. You get it? But since you didn't have your time, I mean, that example is so good. Didi and anafufuza anthu chilichonse kuti uyuyu akadzabwera palibe chimene adzakane apa ndipo sangakane titapita kuti tapita pa khoti uyuyu adzalowadi uyu. You get it, right? So why are we not doing that? And the police knows kuti you can't just arrest someone popanda maumboni. Go deep. Fufuzani maumboni kodi mukapita pa khoti paja or atapanga machayi mwapita pa khoti paja kuti after 3 days yomangidwa maonekera pa khoti you will produce your, this is the reason amanga. So can we just compile this and go kukoti tikapange zeni titane nazo and then miyandu imakauti ikudusa ikupita mwamphamvu. But I'm telling you, ever since 2019, tell me about someone who was in a DPP government was arrested for whatsoever reason and milandu yake inatha pano kapena tunena kuti ali kundende.
I can think of kulibe. But you know, the thing is, I think at the end of the day, it also just takes away the trust that we have in the law enforcement system.
Exactly.
It's like, we know there'll be a buzz, momanga muntu, bakalaka buzz, and then we go to court, and then you're going to ask for some time, and this person gets bail. All of a sudden, buzz.
Alipa campaign so.
Life goes on like that.
Okay, quick interjection on this matter is that, you see, when it comes to justice and just justice system, the question you asked, you can mention specifically and so forth and so on. So the fact about justice system is that it favors people that have money.
Yeah.
Because justice is expensive. So when people say justice is expensive for Jan, law society and all those things. No, justice is expensive because justice is a game of argument.
Yeah.
So whether that you can still argue.
Yeah.
About intent, about about so many things. And you can drag a case for a long time until you die.
Yeah.
So for other people, lawyer, ndalama, it becomes an easy one for them kuti amangidwe and amangidwe prosecute entire mwachangu and then they go. So when you look at it, you now look good. Okay, fine. If we were to prosecute someone who's a big fish, we're looking at a lot of money. So even if our government we're going to waste a lot of money because we need a lawyer, legal fees, kwa antu watu, kumaso milandu makayubida day. So this is because justice for Montoti alindindalama like is affordable. Azingopanga pay and you can pay for mlandu kupanga delay for a long time, and it's not only here in Malawi, it's in different places. Kunoko it works because it's easy, the community is quite small, so you can control that community. So the issue is you go to Kundende Panopa, you find kuti anthu wose ndoto soka. So you tell me kuti anthu olemera samala kwa you tell me can we comfortably say kuti anthu olemera Malawi muno samala kwa? Who is doing my deals? Ndama zikusowa zama sosa ndanto sauka.
Ola kwao ndamene also.
You see, so when you look at it, you know, we are dealing with a bigger problem, and the bigger problem is just the difference between anthu olemera to sauka. Kuti anthu osauka, they will hardly find justice.
But then you've said kuti justice is expensive, which is very true. But in as much as the justice system itself, kukoti, for you to get your legal fees, it's going to take already a long time. But you know who makes this process even longer? The police.
Yes. Yes. So kuli expensive yidi makamalanga. Because for instance, lero muntu wina wakubera. Ndiye wakapadandira ku police kuchi. For you kuti a police atamangise kesi ya iweyo. Pala iweyo ufunika kandalama.
Kuti file idzienda.
Kuti file idzienda ufunika kandalama. Anthu ana mangukuza kuti mafuta dilibe. Edoma ina utumiza mafuta. Tepini 100,000 kama mafuta. Kuti anthu azitamangira.
Azisagira
kuza yama unisi dilibe.
Utumiza swa.
Yama unisi. So it goes on like that. So that's how expensive it is. So muntu ina akadandaula kuti ine anandimenya. Ine gender based violence anandimenya. Ama akadandaula umene kucho mankani matira muje.
Yeah.
Mama basi. So So it's expensive kuyambira koseku
kumakwera
facilitate
makwera
mpaka nakapeza lawyer mpaka na kukhala transport yopita kumene kuja kuti
court.
isakhale default judgment mpaka na kuzagamulidwa
gamulidwe
kena kosekagamulidwa uzikumbukira kuti kumakhaso ngati pafunika kupereka ndalama masherifi samazanena kuti atibeso ndalama yoti ndio amba kutumiza ndalama kwa sherifi kuti sherifi athamangise
azipita ndamphawe.
That's how it is.
I think that's true. It's a system that was set up to literally just oppress the poor.
It doesn't work. It's a system that doesn't work. So anda kamafuna kuti is a checker. We know kamangidwa. It's just for the show off. It can't work.
If you have money, you drag a case for 4, 5, 10 years.
And then you can even be forgiven. A chair. You can even be forgiven.
Yeah.
Thank you. You are a hero. Yeah, so I guess
whatever you do, guys, musapalamule.
Also, whatever you do, whatever you do, get rich.
Try.
Because
what you're saying, Mbumba, is very important. Whatever you do as a person, just get rich.
Yeah.
Because if you are rich, you get away with so many things.
Yeah. Speaking of rich people, thank you so much for also bringing that up. Somebody's account, which was once frozen, has now been unfrozen. Has been unfrozen.
How yakwana?
I really wish we could
campaign how yakwana.
And drama zijata sungano.
Muyamba bwanji campaign drama zili ku frozen account. How can you
have a good time?
Thank you.
How can you campaign when the funder?
That's just assumptions. Do we know that that's what they want to do? Do we know that that's what they want to do?
Okay.
When he has legal fees, he needs to pay.
We know. Okay. Mbumba, we know that there are rich people that fund political parties.
Yes.
That we know because ole Malawi analankhula zimene zonso. Okay? Mpinga njira pa interview na yake analankhula kuti ndinabwerekesa IMCP ndalama. Ndinabwerekesa kuti ndalama. Zina ndimango apasa.
Ndibeze yatiko yake.
Ibeze. You see, zina ndimango apasa. You get it? So we know kuti there are people that fund political parties.
Yeah.
Tikamapita kujani, tikamapita ku campaign.
Yes.
And zimenezo ndizoona ndithu. Wanivese? Nde anthu oterewa sangalakwe.
Komadu, you dragged his name. I found the article.
You found tatipezere chifukwa chimene mwina.
Okay. Responding to the nation's questionnaire, ACB spokesperson Egrid Ndala said the accounts have been unfrozen because investigations revealed that they were not used for payments from the Malawi government. So the response reads, the Bureau had unfrozen bank accounts belonging to Sattar, which the investigation had established that they were not receiving payments from the Malawi government. It was established that the accounts where the Malawi government checks were paid were based outside of Malawi.
Okay.
It has also been established that those accounts were frozen there. So a restriction order expires after 3 months of its issuance, according to Section 23 of the Corrupt Practices Act. I think that's where we can stop looking into the reason. Yeah, so the reason why the bank accounts were unfrozen was because my transaction,
Akuti samapita kumeneko.
Samapita kuma account Malawi government. See, panaibe transaction.
Yeah, Malawi government to those frozen accounts.
To those frozen accounts. So they zinakangata napanga freeze my account
ola kuika. Okay.
It took us so long
just to know.
Realize.
Not these accounts.
Wait.
When was that? Mirandu Menenka. Was it 2021?
I don't even remember, but it was a long time ago.
It should be 2021 kumapeto. Kabina 2022 kumayambiriro.
I even forgot that there was a whole Sattar case.
Imagine.
You know? Like, that's how long ago it was.
Okay. So anzatu azindikira kuti ndalama si ukukwayi.
Koma kwina
zakunjazo. Zimene akuti zimene zonde adzimaka kale. Okay.
Anangokanga rimongo yesa. Kuti ndingopanga freeze
zonse. Ndeti ziyang'ana imodzi imodzi. Ndekumalowa ndalama tumene. Ndeti tsiku linake ndekuti ogwira ntchito ku SB amakhala pa ndandanda omayang'ana kuti teni segulana account yakuti yamba ndikuona ma transaction aku Malawi. Ndekuti kumalowa ma transaction iti. Because if it took them like almost 2 years kuti aone kuti ukuko sikunaloweko ndamukujeni ndrama yabo.
Can you imagine? That must have been a lot of madness.
Yeah.
Kuli
drama.
My question, where is Sattar now though? Where is the guy?
Living his life.
He's living his best life.
Yeah.
So with which money? Because his international accounts were also frozen.
Mwina zama business adzigolira.
Or mwina this way legal business. Mwina my account zama business illegal.
Mwina maja zaka we don't know.
Maybe the wife is also, you never know. Or you never know these things. Also, Sattar, if you're watching, hint.
Share the money. Share the bag. But I don't know. I think, is it that we rush to arrest or that there are those people that cannot be arrested?
I think our biggest problem is we are trigger excited. Like, tima kana ndi excitement ndi
inage
timange mutu papa turuse mu news we have arrested
kutana ndikatangale
fe but it's very unfortunate kuti yowa kuti kusazimene zizi kumanena kuti they have unfrozen their accounts at a time where Malawians are also questioning the validity of the Anti-Corruption Bureau.
You see?
So it's like
and then SCP panopa ilibe bwana so pachilibe director.
Ndekuti panopa mwina
kandezi nzikuenda bwana.
Alisa kupanga mmene akufunira.
Mwina I think if ikana ndingopereka example ikana kazo SCP magwirisidwa ntchito ndi anthu. Bwezi kuti panopa ndi nthawi yoti asunthiretu zinthu asoweseretu mwina mafayiro chanchani asanafike no munthu winayo.
But many have argued, it's campaign season, so they need the fund,
the money,
because somebody got to sponsor us.
But have you seen Gudi, even the opposition, have you seen?
Yes, now that you've mentioned it.
Yeah. Because it's
my beneficiary. Tilipa basari. My assumption is as good as that, but also I feel like somebody was like, no, it's a possibility that Sattar adindi kutegera kopanga save the country's current situation.
Okay.
Because akuzukari alindindrama
zambiri so
dollars.
You know what I'm saying? Takagulire ni mafuta $dollars.
Let me make your situation even better.
Masekeranji magautanga.
Mandiyese.
Mane nezokoza kujesa.
Kozo kujesa ni Malawi yose kuzujesa. Muri kulinjara. Wasanijimanga ile.
So I don't know how to feel about it. Should we celebrate? Should we be angry? I just don't know. I mean, I just don't know.
It's sad.
The feeling.
I think it's a very sad situation because that should also tell you the state of the country's wealth. Like wealth distribution in the country clearly is not okay. Kumakala kudziwa ngati kunoku kumati tiziti munthu wina wake ali nkuthekera. Sero kunena kuti ndizotheka, right? Komano we're just saying kuti it's a possibility he has more money than a lot of people in the country. You get my point? Like he has, and I'm sure izizompangira unfreeze account iziso mwina anayambisa so ndiyeyo so.
Ndipo
kunayezo iwe.
I want to tell you kuti I believe kuti anthu ajapo ndalama kuti account atseguli
my agent amanga pamene pa agula magari moto.
I know someone who ndikhoza kulankhula naye kumene kuja akalankhula ndi wakuti akalankhula ameneyo athopita kwa bwana
ndipanga set up meeting basi ingondipasanike nakake
ndekuti kuli makadi anthu kumeneko amene apangisa kuti ma account atani atsegulidwe.
So it's very unfortunate, but it has to tell you a lot about like wealth distribution in the country. Kumalawi kunokundi kuovesa jisoni in that sense kuti ndifantho vutika. No, ndifantho vutika. How many billionaires do you know in the US?
So many.
It's too many. There's too many millionaires. Kumalawi kunokundi tikakambeza millionaire. Mina ndandufai.
Koma sikuti sauza kwake.
Get my point? Like, that's why we are going to keep drowning in this well that we are in. It's because we are thinking with poverty mindset. We are all poor. And we all want to make it one way or the other. That's why we're going to be doing ridiculous things like this. You know, Mlando Sattars, when I figure not even halfway, and you've already started unfreezing accounts and telling us things like.
But I think they would. I don't know. They would. Mlando they would report it. Minane nena mugudi. Yeah. Ma account tena agwira. But then I said, this is Mlando. It would go 4 years.
Oh yeah.
Do you see any future? Of kudi Mlando imene kusongola kufika kwina kwake.
Ngati zaka zisezo amagwira account ola kwika.
Account olondola.
I wish this was a WhatsApp conversation.
Because ababa it means kunena kuti awo amene akunena usikuti apanga clear kuti awande nde kumalowa ndalama zobedwa akwe hayi. Akuti pali ena oti
Malawi government. Amboma mwatu. Amene amandira kumano zinali ku international accounts. Mene ngati muna vetsetsa zimene mawene. Kumano zakunokuzo, ma account akunokuzo.
Si malowa ndalama ya kumalawi.
Usadandaula.
Ndende ndalama kike machokera kuti. My business again. Muntu wankulu. I don't know. Like I've said, I don't know how to feel about this, but I feel like monga mwankhani zambiri pali chilungamo sichinaenda pa. Monga mene ndikuuza kuti I believe ineyo ndithu kuti alipo anyamata kuti anathamanga ndithu. Kupita ku SB kukakamba ndi anthu, kupita kukakamba ndi anthu, ndikutani ndikuombanisa anthu mitu. Kena kuma account acha ndikutani.
Ndikupanga zotathe.
Ma transaction ndikuyenda. Anthu ndikudya makati awo ma percentage kuti athamangisa yani, athamangisa ngini. And then in the end, zovuta koma. I said zovuta zinthuzi.
But these are the conversations we're having in Malawi, and that's very unfortunate because I think in this day and age, by emergency meeting, we have built rockets. We are going to the moon.
Rocket in a 4 year.
Mavuto anthu ana akuphunzira be pansi pa mtengo. Aukhala pansi. Ali pansi pa mtengo akhalira miyala. How are you going to be talking about rockets?
Yeah.
I mean, I always say kunena kuti anthu awa mabawa kana count at least they take some money and they go down into the community, they do something.
Yeah.
I say there are people that are corruption. We say it's everywhere, and this is something that anthu amabanga the corrupt people would do like over there in the US and all that. They are down on the ground solving other people's problems and all that. Koma ndimona ngati kumalawi kuno tikamaberedwa ndalama chanchani people look just.
Everybody's
okay, I would be okay. Not necessarily. You have done something. That would have been fine.
There's a certain politician, may God rest his soul. Alindima estate he was alone. He wasn't married. Right? His partner had passed away. He had kids who were all doing very well in his life, in their life. But anadindi karondo ujogudi, for one person, is this this is too much? Yeah. You know, like wealthy jogudi, this is too much. You could have literally nyumba again the nyumba equals okala school.
Yeah.
You see, that's how much wealth that person attained in this life while he was alive. And now he's gone. Those things are just empty. There's nobody staying there. But my point is, Kubago, you are stealing. But I think it's also coming from a place of like ignorance.
Yeah.
You're stealing out of ignorance, out of poverty. It's like,
take everything.
It doesn't make sense. 6 kgs ya beef ndija
8
yose ningaje sikuli
zosa take
jamu nolufuna ukabe ndo kabe 6 kg
ya daba 6 kg endo uzozona zandigwira nayo
zachulukisa
you know ngombe yose
because I say I will tell you kunena kuti ine ntakaza kuti ndiri mwina ndiri mu system umo nde system sindingaisinthe kuti isamabe ndezapezeka zoti zina zikugwera kwa ine ndikubana
ndiye bwanje kwathu
Exactly.
Give back to the people.
Because this is the money that I didn't work hard for. I didn't work for. Ndalama zangobwera. I mean, I have to go even to my constituency kugona akulu mufunika chani kuna. Tate ndibulese mijigo. Tate ndipange.
Akasakumanga anthu amene akakulusisa.
At least. Because that's how the anthu aja anaona ubwino wanga mukuipa kwanga. You get it, eh? Kuti iniyo chabwino kutaoni kuti muzinena ndokuba amene uja waswesa ndrama but anthu achone kumakuluakulu ndrama zimene amaswesa munthu yamagawa chimanga mwezi ndi mwezi kumuzi kwathu munthu anamanga nyumba za aphunzitsi munthu ase tunena pano primary ngati kuli primary school yoti ili ndi nyumba za aphunzitsi zoti aphunzitsi onse kulibeko ku Malawi kuti there's a school yoti aziphunzitsi onse amakhala pamene popo kapena there's a hospital yoti aziphunzitsi onse amadokotala akuchipata onse amakhala pamene popo kulibe. We don't provide housing. We are failing to provide even safe water. We are failing even to provide my health facilities to close to people. Just water. Something that you can just dig down. Ndikuapanga tree. Ndikumapa santu. In this age, anthu akumalawi kuna akuma mazamu zitapwi. Imagine. You see, ndimamva kunchinji mnews nake recently kuti anthu akumwa atakuvutika. I'm like kunchinji. And really? You get it? So I'm like, my guy.
And Chinji is close to town.
It's close to town.
It's like, how is there no water there?
Imagine that. You see? So for me, I'm like, my guy, mwina kubako iniyo simungakulese. Koma bwanji ndrama zomukamaba. Tamabirisane pa ground chabwino. Half. Inu muje half. My guy. Choma kalira ndi nyumba 10, nyumba 15 ndi chani. Anthu kumizi kwase. Kumuzi nyumba muntu with 500,000 ukhoza kummangira muntu nyumba.
That's true. Yambiri
kumuzi with 500,000 ndipo anthu akamanena kuti this other time nthawi ya cyclone uja kunali ndani kondwani kachamba nkamangira anthu nyumba kandi 2 million. You get it? You see kunena kuti makai anthu 2 million imene mwina ntaoni muno azathu amene amakhala ali ndi access ya ndrama zakatangalewa ndi ndrama ya biru ya kubar ya weekend imozi
ngotenga weekend
weekend mwina Saturday no kapena Friday uti anayamba so muwamochedwa
the next day 4 meter.
You get it, eh? But you see kunena kuti there are people down in our communities that they are suffering and their solutions doesn't need millions. You get it? Anthu akungofuna olomutaza taumba ninjwera nokha ine ndibwera nzango kumangirani. You just pay for anthu, you buy them malata, you buy them trusses. With 200,000-300,000 kwacha, you've provided a shade for them.
Kena kukamanga nyumba yako kwina zapopo.
You get it, right? So I mean katangala amene uchitika kumalawi kuno siti kupindula naye. I wish tinakhazi kuti kupindula naye. Kumano the conversation would be different. Kumano the thing is kuti anthu lero ndi akhala ndi project kwa 18, akhala ndi project kwa area chani, akhala ndi project kwa wing. Pena pali pali plot. Aukamanga ndi nyumba zake so sizachibwanayi. Nyumba zake zomanga 3 months.
Nyumba
3 months nyumba yata. You see, and then there are people down there that are suffering.
Nyumba elevator amwe.
Chabuno musasiye kuba muzingo babwino bwino.
Zibani bwino bwino.
Wasaizi kuba zina kwakhurura
kwa nyumba elevator.
Chifali uzazo simungasiye kuba.
Kumanzanga.
Kudakuroele elevator.
Tikuziwa zoti simungasiye kuba. Koma zochepa zimene zambiri zimene mukubazo.
Zochepa
seseresani zochepa zina zake. Amangireni anthu ku constituency kwanu kujati manyumba. Akumbereni anthu ndi 10 million njigo mwakumbira anthu.
Chonde chabwino. Tikuziwa zochepa mwina kubako kumakanika kuti
sangakusiye. Chifukwa nthawi ine yake makhala kuti olewewo ukane ndrama zozitulukade. Chifukwa anthu amangoba amatenga nawo ndrama. I'm telling you kuti si onse amene amakhala nena kuti anali mentality yoti akuba.
Ulimbane nazo akupeza
akuchosa kamene akuphaso.
Bebolongo panga nawo.
You get it? So amwine.
Yeah, ndizovuta. Takuya.
Welcome to Malawi.
Yeah. These are the conversations we're still having in 2024. 2025 is coming up. Elections are on the way. Campaign season has opened? No?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Yeah.
Obviously, anthu anayamba be campaign now. Tamanga wona kulanga konse bwanji. before we talk about my convention, I mean, I've lost my train of thought. Okay.
No.
Antu kalembera wamafuta.
No, unaemba ya ujeni. Unaemba ya UTM convention.
Yes.
Let's start that.
Okay. I thought that one
No, let's start.
All right.
Malize ndi ya galembe.
Chabwino. Ku UTM
Convention.
convention.
Yeah,
Coming up.
pa 17 hapa.
Pa 17.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this, it's not yet that weekend.
Yeah.
What are we looking forward to, or what are we looking at right now in the Chipani of United what's the name
The
again?
movement in trans-
United Transformation Movement.
Movement party. It's UTM.
Yeah. What are we looking at right now in the Chipani?
Tinayamikira nthawi ija unena kuti at least kukuona kuti kuli democracy. Right? Because we were looking at people competing for seats.
Yeah.
Right? And then we said we're not seeing this in any other party. I think this is the first political party
That's gonna have a
that's
genuine
gonna have like real democracy
elections.
kuti people are interested in the positions and they're not. And we also we were able to say unena kuti I think maybe this is happening because chipani chinasidwa ndi munthu. And we know kuti anakakha kuti alipo he also
It
could
was
have
a
gone
given, yeah.
unopposed, okay? But then ndi mmene zilimu tiwayamikira kuti at least there is that kind of kuti people are competing for that seat. Chimene ndinachiona kunena kuti it's something that they have to be careful. Ndi mmene akumalankhulirana anthu. When he said, I think akumayiwala unena kuti pamapeto pasonse tikamaliza pa 17 we will also have to regroup and fighting against other
For
people.
For other positions.
For other positions. Tizaonana bwanji tikalalatizana leroli. You get it? Eh? Because you have to understand that this is an in-house thing. Ichi chincha nyumba tikulimbirana mpando okhala bambo wa nyumba inoyi.
Friendly fight.
Ndi friendly game. Tikulimbirana mpando okhala wankulu wa nyumba muno. Ndeti kachoka pano pa tizafunika kuti tiyangane kuti pa community pano angawine ndani nde itosefe ulai behind munthu amene tamsankha mnyumba muno amene is gonna compete against the other households. So we should watch how we talk to each other.
Yeah.
I feel like they're not sensitive in how they are talking against each other. They're trying to decampaign. Sometimes you give out a lot of information. Yoti sikuti impweteka munthu amene koma izapwetekano chipani pasogolo.
I think chimene chikuchitika pano pa ku chipani chete, it's like you said kuti chinayi cha munthu anayambisa ndi munthu.
Yeah.
And munthu amene yoyo palibe. Right? May his soul rest in peace. Now, it's a matter of, it's like he set the bar too high for Chipani. People looked at Saulos as if he was the god of UTM. You get?
I was looking for that. Exactly.
They were looking at him like he's the god. Now, whoever wants to take his place wants to be equivalent.
That's the standard.
To who he was.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of, I have to make sure that I drag everybody down for me to be Pamene Baja.
That's it.
Now, in the midst of all of that, mwinaso antupoti kochokera nkosiyana sitikuziwa na bwino paja politics ya Malawi so paja ndi tribalism kwambiri. Yi uyu ndi nchewa ine ndine mlomwe akunduza chani uyu.
Yeah.
They're just fighting, they're bickering, they're trying to get a position that whoever is chosen, honestly, we don't care. At the end of the day, we don't care who UTM is going to choose to run for presidency. What matters is what job is this person going to execute.
Exactly.
So they really need to get their house in order because it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
It doesn't look good. I remember there was a time Timaseka DPP would announce this morning. It's a little shake. But it looks like they have fixed their house. They fixed the house, they moved on and to Taiwara. They know you're still trying to understand the issues. I don't know whether
I feel sorry for UTM. And I think they are heading into a direction which I don't know.
Yeah.
You get it, eh? Because there's sometimes where mukulimbirana mpando mmaziwabe kuti ulata wina be awa bobo. You get it, eh? Komano pamakhala be anthu ena kuti you don't have confidence in them and you're not sure how the party is gonna be or how the group is gonna be if they win.
Yeah.
Kuti pakati pathu tizasoti akupikisana Brandoni, Henzi, Benny akupikisana muziwaza kuti
Man, I did a Brandon.
atangowina Brandon. We're not sure. Uncle Ben atawina popo kuma hands. We're not sure. What has been the direction in? I'm telling you that's exactly what is happening with UTM. Because where am I getting that? I'm getting that from how they are decampaigning each other. Because they have given us information. And I'm telling you that what they are saying, it's worrying them. Because they're trying to convince someone not to vote for those people. It means they don't have trust in those people.
Yeah.
They are not sure about Antuena. As much as they are in the party, they are competing. I want to say sure what can be our future.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
I say, there's been kukaikira kwa anthu even if ongoona kuti kumata wina akuti aje kumasachivirisa kwakuti chipani. I'm telling you want to tell me kuti anthu anchipani mujasa kuganiza zimene zozo.
Akuganizira.
You get it?
Yeah.
Kuti munthu woti the fact that ifeyo amene tili kunja timaona kuti akuti aje anangobwera kungofikira hey president. You think zimene ainaka chipani usizina apanga alamu.
Yeah. But I think also the bigger issue is also kuti but I don't know they're experienced.
Many.
So
you get it?
It's tough. But
So I'm telling you, this is make or break moment for UTM. And I'm telling you, if they want use this moment properly, I'm sorry to say this, but this is gonna be the end.
The end of the party.
Yes. It cannot mean kuti it will die kuti basi chata. It can be they are going out kumapita kumanezeka kuti it's not what we thought it can be.
Yeah.
You get it? Yeah. So ineyo I think chimene ndingapemphe pano pamwina campaign akumaliza kale tachepesani kunyozana tachepesani kulankhulana komanso ma delegates amene mukavota musakonde ndalama kwambiri. Ndalama mugulisa chipani kondani chipani mukudziwa na inaka chipani inu mukudziwa amene akhozoyendesa chipani chichapitisa pasogolo.
Yes.
Don't love money.
Yeah.
Musakonde money.
But
chifati naona kwa MCP kuena anagawa ndalama koma I think ma delegates MCP sana konde ndalama. Anangonda ntchito anango ajera anthu ndalama. So ma delegates ya UTM ajereni anthu ndalama. Mujereni ndalama munthu amene uja mujereni koma kavotereni mosunga chipani. I think that's what I can say with UTM. But I wish them well. We looking forward to see what's gonna be the outcome campus 17.
Oh yes.
Oh yes. But I don't think I'm even ready to hear whatsoever it's coming.
It's gonna be tough. It's really gonna be tough. In a day I can see that it's gonna be a whirlwind.
Exactly.
Of activities. Dali Sokabambe yesterday bought a portrait.
Amasonga,
It was an auction, wasn't it?
It was an auction. So anali my team. So it was an auction. Amina magula anali ma presidential aspirants. Nde anthu amasonga ineyo ndimata unena kuti ineyo ndipereka 500,000 kwa akabambe mwina 700 kwa uyu
yotiti khanga tinota takokera
you get it because the thing is we are fundraising so wina aliyense ineyo ngati ndikupereka mwina ndimata kuimwaza ndrama chakwa ndipereka be yambiri kwa munthu amene ndikuntani amene ndikumfira kwambiri ndoti ngati ndikuwafira akali ati ndi 5 million akali ati ndikuwapasa 3 million awa ndi abasi 500 awa choncho ndikuti yes that's it.
Koma drama zonsezo zitolera
Drama zonse zitolera it wasn't kuti akabamba
koma
million kupereka
drama
mane iliko
ayi
mane iliko mwina zina nzochoka kuma account amene okay chabwino koma mane ziliko money there is.
Yeah. But the money is there.
Money is there.
The money is there. No, but all the best. We will be
well.
watching and we're going to talk about it when we come back.
Oh yeah.
Next time. Also, I don't know, man. 2025 is going to be a rough year.
Ada.
Like, I can see it. I can see it.
Ine ndumakabe na ndimantha kuti koma kudzakhala zotani.
Ndisamukeka.
Ndizangobwera mutapanga.
Yeah.
Ndizangobwera mutapanga.
Now, tapping into our last agenda today. So pakadali panopa anthu akulembetsa kaundu la mavoti. And the first phase imene yachitika ku north. Is it?
No, inali
it's just
first phase koma inali madera osiyana siyana.
Yeah.
Yachitika ma districts osiyana siyana. About 14.
14, yes. Namely Balaka, Chiratsuru, Chitipa, Dedza, Karonga, Machinga, Mulanje, Neno, Kota, Nchisi, Palombe, and Salima district councils, Karonga town, and Mzuzu city councils.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
If you ask me, I would initially have thought, Panoba, how many people are we running towards as a country?
Population, yeah, Malawi.
20 meter?
Tukozokhala.
Tikozokati pa 20.
Tukozokhala.
So in these 14 districts, I would say there's a large amount of people.
Yeah,
that would
because
have
by
registered.
2022, we're about 20.4 million. So 2 years down the line, many and how good and cheap.
Many achina hands. Achina hands akuberekera town. During the registration process, a total of 2,224,307 people were registered. Let's just talk about that number. I genuinely think the number
the number yochepa. The number yochepa chifukwa nakuti, right? Projection yao. Yamadera omwewo, because you have to understand kuti amakhala kudziwa kuti number ya anthu amene akuyenera kulembesa, we talk about people that are eligible to vote that are 18 and above.
Yes.
Ndi number la iyi. So amadziwa kuti tikamapita kumene kuchako tikuyembekezera kuti at least tikakhale close to number la iyi. So the projection ya madera amene wawa inali 3,423,000. Wanive said? So kwalembesedwa anthu okwana 2,224,000. It means unena kuti anthu 1.2 million
Sana lembesa.
First phase. Imene ndio kuti kumene kwa anthu alembesa basi. Sizapita koso. You get it? And it's somehow worrisome. Kunena kuti because this is like percentage in the end, percentage. This is like 65%. This is like 65% of people amene alembesa. Kama nthawi yozavota pazapungukaso. Sionse amene amakatane amapita kukavota. You'll find kuti out of 2.2 million amene akavote mwina ndi 1.5 million.
Yeah.
It's worrisome if you ask me.
It's very problematic. And this being the first phase, it's like, where is everybody? Why are you not registering, guys?
Should we say kuti sensitization isinachitika? Should we say that? Kapena tira kwa mwina sensitization inachitika pali zifukwa zina.
Inachitika kwa?
Yeah,
Mwina sina jike mene ndikukumbukira
maganizira mene ukumbukira kale. Because I think kale kumabwera ndizinkuza mauni kale zikuyenda mmizi.
Last election? Suma puma.
Kapena mwina situ mvera wireless.
Mwina
situ mvera wireless.
It's not about kuvera wireless, even for TV. There was a lot of noise.
Maybe we're always on Netflix and all that, Showmax,
TikTok. They could have used those other means.
Yeah, you're right. You are right.
Because people now, they're usually on TikTok, they're Facebook, they're what? My voiceover, why not throwing them there? Because honestly, me, I haven't heard a lot. Vote. Just put it to TikTok. People coming across it and all of a sudden
people are there.
Yeah.
Ka generation ikena kage ka kutaonika kali mmene momo.
Public relations.
So it means kunena kuti okay, but then we can't say TikTok for kumuzi and all that, but maybe what are the other channels that could have been used for such areas? No, I mean
kumeneko kumwe anthu amamvera ma radio.
Kumeneko
za radio zateke.
Zateke?
Mano ine the last time ndinamvera.
Radio. You don't remember, yeah.
Ndori kwa ine ndimene ndikuzidwa. Kumene makhala.
Akubesa anthu amawayire sateke.
Zona dinezo sindukumbuki. But no, I know.
I used to work at a radio station, guys. That's why you've been listening.
Baliba maumferani.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but I get it. The fact that we are out here because I believe it's not just us. I mean, it's namve kwambiri, you know, because it's not just like kungomva, but I think if I figure Malawi, it's you have to pursue them,
It's like
convince them, why they will have to vote. Pindula vote. Like it's a whole civic education stuff that has to happen.
Yeah.
Kuti anthu afikire pozindikira kuti kodi chifukwa chani tufunika ukavota. You get it, eh?
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know kuti kapena mwina mautenga sana fike, kapena mwina sana satire njira zoyenera amene ukuneneramo kuti amayenerabe apange china chake, but I think to me 65%.
It's a lot.
Man.
That margin is
it's a
too
lot.
much.
It's too much. And 1.2 million what ali kumene koko. I mean, that's a decider.
In a way, aside from good publicity, why is it? Come on, I genuinely think conversations that we're having these days, especially as youth, I think we have lost confidence in our voting system. It's like, I say, I'm not gonna like. Let me be honest.
Imagine.
Okay. Okay.
The people have lost their trust in the voting system. First time we voted, my votes anabangidwarigi. Then we thought, okay, we are saving the country.
Yeah.
Lo and behold,
the more things change, the more they remain.
It's okay.
Worse.
It's okay. Things are unpredictable, right? Zintuzima color unpredictable. But I think the thing is, what are you as leaders doing to ensure that the voters, the people that put you in that place, can trust you again? Or what are you doing to make sure zinthu zimene mukupanga mapolisi anu kaya whatever it is that you're doing to fix the country? I don't know, man. But have you included the thought of your voters? Have you included them in that process? Because I feel like a lot of people, it's not about what is into Sisi, but it's not, you are not listening to us.
To us, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if I am somebody who I voted and I expected, because you had said, I will do this for you, I will listen to you, and I will be...
And you haven't done anything.
You haven't done any of that. I lose trust in you.
Yeah.
I don't just lose trust in you. I lose trust in the voting system, because for me, it's like, even if I vote, nothing will change.
Nothing happens.
You get? So this for me, my argument is coming from Chifuwajan and Twena Sada voted. Not that they were supposed to register. No, they have their IDs.
No.
They could have walked there and registered. But they're like,
what for?
They voted. What's going to happen? And how about at 4 a.m. For you.
Vote. So I think ndikuona ngati kuti ntchito yokapempha kapena kuwauza anthu ubwino ukavota ndi kutani, I don't think we have placed it in the right people. You get it, eh? Because amene ali mboma, when they are going to like convince people to vote, they'll be like, mutivotere mukalembeseni mzapeze mwayi wovota kuti tipitirize kupanga zimene tayamba kale kutani zimene tayamba kale kupanga. Now there is someone like you who is like, what have you done? What are you going to be continuing? You get it, eh? So munthu ngati amene ujayo needs an independent person to tell them kutena kuti, you know what, it's not like kuti you're gonna vote for these people, but maybe you will have a chance to vote for other people that other people can also vote for, or vote them out so that we can see change.
So an independent body
Okay. So maybe that maybe can be the opposition, but then for me, I cannot be convinced by a certain party that was down there, didn't do shit, come to me telling me to vote for them. You get it, eh? So
vote for them to do what?
Exactly,
to be a leader.
You see? So, I could have appreciated if he ajina nice aja, ajina make aja, anaga joinana pamozi. Ndikupanga no civic education nditu. Ndi makampeni nditu. Oma udza anthu kuti kodi mudziwa kufunika kwa kuvota kufunika kwa kuvota atu ndikuti mukhoza kuwavoterawa kuti atuluke mboma ndi voti yanu mukhoza kupangisanso kuti ena ake amene kaya anakunyasani nthawi nake asaloweso mboma koma mukayese anthu ena ake you get it so it means kuti they are bringing you a picture or hope kuti mwina adi ulendo uno ndikakapanga ichi I'm gonna do the right thing or I'm gonna put on the position the right people amene akhoza zathandiza mavuto amene tikukumana nawo you get it so I think apa ndi pamene mwina tikuoneka kuti tapaphonya end result yake we are out there tikulemba anthu kuti adzavote anthu out of 3.8 million only 2.2 million.
That's crazy.
I say manambala amene si manambala abwino ndi manambala oti anthu amayenera akhale pansi ndikuganiza kuti ntchito yoti apapo yativuta
and if anything they should look at it as an alarm because it's very alarming and that's because it's the first phase.
Exactly.
What about in the second phase?
You know
what's going to happen? We're talking about we're over 20 million people in Malawi.
So apapa in maboma 11 alembesa anthu almost 2.2 million.
Mufuna mndizoti ena on the below 18.
Imagine.
Mufuna mndizoti ena on the below 18.
What is anga 40?
You see? So apeza so phase yachiwiri apita kwina mwina kumene koko katuluka anthu kandi 4 million kandi 6 million.
Those are crazy
and 8
numbers.
million. You see that you still see kuti those are crazy numbers. And then in the end tidzakhala kuti anthu ambiri pa manamba lonse wa mamiliyoni amene atalembesa tichosepo soka percentage kena kuti sikadzavota. Kalembesa inde they're just excited about kulembesa.
Ingodziwa kuti
basi siku lodzalembesa lokavota sakavota achokapo. Sali mbali yakwawo ali kwina kwake they didn't do transfer and all that. In the end people are not voting. And then you have to check what is the impact of that kind of habit. Kuti manambala they're going down and what's the impact?
What's the impact for the future?
For the future.
What's going on? But I have to commend Malawi Electoral Commission for this exercise because they didn't regionalize the exercise. The problem with regionalizing things is aliyesa madziwa kale mavota ake.
Okay.
Akananena zoti tikuyamba kumpoto aliyesa madziwa mavota ake. Ngati kumene mavota nganda. But I like kuti anapita kukaronga,
apita ku Palombe,
Palombe kakucha. That way you don't know. Kuti mavota ambiri ali kuti. So I have to commend Malawi Electoral Commission for that. Komana on the numbers, maybe let's do a little more on the sensitization. Let's do a little more on the campaigning. Ineyo I would really kumalawi kuno kweti zimangovuta kuti ndife anthu otsalira maganizo pa ma ideas osiyana. I don't know who are the people that you're sitting with in your offices, in your board meetings when you're talking about strategizing, because we're moving with the times. When you move with the times, you involve people that are also with the time. If you are old and you have a position, let's say you're having a conversation around campaign season. Sit down with people that know what's going on the ground. Ineyo, you sit down with, let's say, my influencer 10. You sit down with my podcaster 10.
Those were the people that we were supposed to use.
Those are people you involve. I think we should borrow a leaf from.
For social media, they are commenting about influencer winner wake,
and they are
watching Podcastmalawi. They are watching
You see?
They will get the information from them.
Right here, right
They
now.
will get why they will have to vote. Everything.
Whether you like it or not. And if we keep thinking you will leave behind a lot of people.
For years, digital.
Akamamva phokoso wena akuti kuti chani sokosa
Aika JBL wawa kumveka JBL hapo alibe nazo so chiro kuti so incorporate the times, move with the times. Don't, and it's not just for make, it's also zipani zanu chan. We have seen, let's take an example from the United States election. The podcast platforms had a big role to play in the elections of the United States. Donald Trump ujasaga na wina, guys.
Oh, mudibanga congratulate.
Get
Thank
out.
you.
Okay,
Get out.
Donald
Trump ujasaga na wina.
Also, Kamala ujisada akafika kufupi ndugu mwenye.
No, Kamala actually gained a lot of momentum because of podcasts.
Thank you.
She was being interviewed left, right, and center. And also make yourselves available.
Yeah.
Make
I like that. Make yourselves available.
Yeah, make yourselves
And
available.
and find them where you can find them.
Exactly.
Go to places where you can find them.
Exactly. If Ngarimuni and Hanzelu, you're gonna listen to what we're saying right now because the future is in the Gen Z's hands. Let me tell you the
Future
truth.
is shit.
Tima wona ma Gen Z ba no ba. Ali bela feso nchito so.
Future is female also.
Yes, the future is female indeed.
All right, Chabwena.
And also Azimai, where are you? Indulge in politics. A lot of females are not representing in the political sector.
Sorry.
And I don't is a color politician. I'm just
No,
no. Kamala was elected into a sinking ship of a.
We know I
And have you noticed? Have you noticed? Have you noticed that a few days after the elections, Joe Biden is very healthy?
Yeah.
He does. Where is the dimension?
That position is so stressful. You can even see a daddy, APM. APM looks healthy, Manoba.
Very good.
Looks healthy.
Very good.
Mfuna mthandaza.
Tutandaza kuti mwina upresident wosama uchamangira wambiri umadwalisa mutuluka nazo imvi. So please. But yes, to wrap up the conversation today, we're very angry as Malawians.
Yeah.
I am very angry as a woman. That's a conversation for another day.
Okay.
Who
ask more? Why are you angry as a woman?
Yeah, I'm angry because I feel like
it's a conversation for another day.
Female representation is not good. It doesn't look good.
Ndiofunika kumasiyofunika kuti tichite kuichulusisa yayi. Ingokhala chavena pake.
Can you explain to me why? What do you mean?
That's why we said kuti
mamisogonist mwajuku.
Tiyedzeke bwanji. All right, guys. Thank you so very much for being there. My friend here. Yeah, but we love you guys. Thank
you so much, guys, for watching. We're going to continue the misogynist conversation next time. I don't my research out. Why is it that Kamala did not win the elections? Why? Is it because it's Kamala or is it because it's the Chipani? Yeah, so we're going to have these conversations.
Because she couldn't explain.